am on my way right now to just finished up Rocia Creek Park right now, and I'm heading out to Buckhorn. Got about 40 minutes till we get there. We will see you then. We are entering Buckhorn State Park. So, gonna drive a little bit, gotta find my campsite. And I'll talk to you in a little bit when we get a little further along. Just got into Buckhorn State Park. I've got my found my spot, my camping spot. So I'm backed in. I'm just going to get settled a little bit, probably take a little walk around the area here, find out where the showers and all that other stuff is. So get settling in, maybe have a little supper. I might go a small hike, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I'll talk to you in a little bit. So here's what the car looks like from the outside. Side, and that's where the screen is. Normally you'd have that reflective on the outside, but not this time. So there you go. In the back and the other side. And I will tell you, when you've got it all done up like this, again, this is for the summer months. The winter months, the black side would be out. But for the light that gets in, if you have this on, no light or very, very little light's gonna get in, period. If you sleep with some earplugs in, you don't hear the birds too early in the morning to wake you up, and I'll tell you, you get a good night's sleep with this. So,
what a beautiful morning. Slept like a log last night, got up about 5:30. It's about 52 degrees right now, so nice and cool. Having some coffee, some oatmeal, getting charged up for today's hikes. Today I'm going to be hiking the hiking trails at Buckhorn State Park. It's quite the park is spread out quite a bit, so I'm going to hit the different trails. I especially want to get excited about the walk-in campsites. There are areas that you have to park and then hike in, and then that's where you tent for the night. And it is right on the lake, and I guess it is just gorgeous. I was out here a couple of years ago, and it was really, really neat. So, really excited for today's hike. Glad you're along with me.
as I'm hiking this trail, and as you see in future videos of my travels today, you'll say, boy, it sure is not a lot of foliage in areas. It looks kind of dead and looks kind of, barren. State parks shouldn't be open areas and things like that. Well, in 1985, oak wilt hit this area. And by 1999, almost all of it was gone. So what they had to do is they had to cut down all the oak wilted trees, which was a ton of them. They got that down, cut it up, did some controlled fires, and did what they could to get that wood out. And now you're starting to see growth come up because of that, but it was controlled. There was a reason for doing what they did on that, and that's why some of these areas you're going to see are not, not very forested very much. But that's part of the cycle of the woods when you have certain things come through and everything like that. So kind of interesting to get some of the history of what's going on around here. So. Quite the view. Awesome. Just awesome. This is the amphitheater. And I've been on a trail for maybe a couple minutes. It's all lit at night. It's got lights on there. And look at, they've got a cool little seated area. And a little stage. How cool is that? So far I've been to the areas, the amphitheater, the north, the south shelters, the Savannah area. These are areas I had not been to before, and they were a super pleasant surprise. I'll talk more about it when I summarize everything at the end of the hike today. Right now I'm in a parking lot for hunters. It also is the trail to some of the most remote walk-in sites, and it is really neat. There's a couple of trails in here. I have been here before a couple of years ago, and it was really, really neat. So I'm gonna get started in a few minutes, have a little quick sandwich, and then I'm going to go into there. If I can go into the campsite areas, I will. I don't want to creep people out if they're actually camping there and stuff like that, but it is absolutely outstanding. So we will see what we see. Talk to you in a bit. All right, I'm at the starting point of the walk-in campsites, and these little areas in here, they have carts, so you can put your stuff in there and take it down there to get to your site. So pretty ingenious of them to think of that, and let's see what we can see. Well, a little bit of a letdown is those three sites are all occupied, and I didn't feel it was right to go poking around. They have the right to their privacy and everything too, so they are beautiful sites. I apologize for not getting those. Maybe next time I will. I'm going to see if there's any other sites that are on the water that I could show you, but I'll tell you though, it takes like 20 minutes to get here on the path. I wonder if they have carts, but hey everybody, if you've been following this video and are enjoying it, if you're learning something, if it gets you excited about getting outside, maybe exploring your state parks or going on other kind of hikes or kayaking or whatever, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. There'll be a lot more of this coming. So if you subscribe, hit the notification button. You'll be able to get new videos as they come out. I'm always enjoying doing these videos. So if there are things that you really liked about it, put those in the comments. If there are things that you felt I could have done better, constructive criticism is always a good thing. So I do listen to that, and any way I can make these videos more useful to you, I would love to do it. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you later. Just got back from the different loops, the Golden Sands loops, the Turkey loop. There were areas in there that were fairly close, kind of must have been by a boggy area, no wind. And I'm gonna tell you, they almost carried me away. I was speed hiking. So there are a couple areas in this Central Sands hiking area that are playgrounds for mosquitoes, so be careful of that. So just kind of getting packed up here, getting ready to go. I might hit one more trail if I can find it on the end of the loop here, but just an overall assessment of how I took Buckhorn State Park. Great park. The camping, the car camping and trailering, first rate. The bathrooms were well maintained. They have a new shower house that even had hot water. Can you believe it? So that was awesome. I was it was very secluded, very quiet, very wooded, so that was fantastic. The trails were great. The one I'm at right now, Barrens, is one where we were at earlier today, and I'm here parking right now to do this part of the video, and they've closed it off, so they're doing some herbicide treatment and stuff like that. So good thing we went earlier today and got that in. So all in all, a great area to be. They've got canoe rentals, they've got a beach, they've got an amphitheater. You saw all that in the video. So I would highly recommend this state park to anybody. I'm definitely going to be coming back again. So thanks again for watching. We'll talk to you soon.